Go.
La revolución industrial impactó en educación y por qué cambió las pruebas mil periodo tiene 1932 la military está peleando education está cambiando. Standardized tests are designed to be objective and measure student performance. In a constant manner, this can give an accurate and reliable measure of student achievement, which can be useful for educators, policymakers, and parents. Several members of the NAI community were asked their opinion on standardized testing. They asked 2 English teachers, Mrs. Furchi and Mr. Rack, one math teacher, Mrs. Jones, and one other member that would like to remain anonymous. And here's what they had to say. Most teachers agreed that standardized tests have increased pressure on teachers and students, and also as a school as a whole. Mr. Rack said in a lot of ways schools have to serve 2 masters when it comes to teaching and preparing kids. In addition, Mrs. Furchi mentioned how the curriculum centered around standardized tests has caused educators to take away their creative activities. Overall, it seems as though teachers agreed that with more standardized tests comes a push to rush towards through teaching to cover everything, which has shifted the goal of education. I have a student here that has taken standardized tests, and here's his opinion on
personally, I love it because at the end of the year we get to see our scores and what we can improve on for the next year.
Thank you, Luke. I believe standardized tests can provide a way to hold teachers and students accountable for their performance. If students constantly perform poorly on standardized tests, it may be in addition that changes need to be made to the curriculum or teaching methods. These tests can identify areas where students may be struggling and need additional support. This can help educators tailor their instruction to meet the needs of individual students. Standardized tests provide a way to compare student achievement across different schools, districts, and even countries. This can provide valuable information about how well students are performing and where improvements may be needed. Some pros for students and teachers are that these tests can help prepare students for college and career readiness. The test results can also help teachers identify areas where they need professional development. While standardized tests have their pros and cons, proponents argue that it is a useful tool for improving education outcomes. However, it is important to note that standardized tests should be used as a part of a broader assignment approach, which includes other measures of student performance and achievement. That is why I think standardized tests is a good thing to have in the education industry, and that's all.